What's up? This is Gordon Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Let me start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Having said that, man, welcome to the show. We appreciate everybody who supports and comes in daily, makes us look good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tonight on the show, though, man, we got a special show. We're taking you back to the movies. I just happened to meet via LinkedIn phenomenal group of people, man. They're Tubi, Amazon Prime. I mean, they're just movie makers, actors, directors, all of that, man. We'll get to them in a second. Let's bring the people on here. What's up, Gina?
What's up, bro?
I'm chilling. You already know.
You know I like good movies. You know I love good movies.
Well, I'm telling you, I checked it out. And I checked it out last week, and I checked it out when it premiered. It's a good movie. I mean, I ain't gonna try. You know, my man Shamar, I can't even pronounce his first name. Shamarky put it down, all right? He did. And I want to grow up be just like him. And I want the variety. I want the spice of life, doggone it. Except for the fleas. Except for the fleas.
Yeah, no fleas. No
all right,
fleas.
what's up, Mo?
What's up, man? What's going
What's
on,
happening,
y'all?
Mo?
I'm chilling.
Hey, chill macking.
Yes, sir, man. We ain't gonna waste no time. Okay, look, this guy. Let me bring on right now. He's a writer. He's a producer. He's a director.
Just say what he don't do.
What doesn't he do? He don't change diapers, I don't think. Okay, I don't think he braid hair. I don't know. Do he mix drinks? I don't know. Let's ask him, man. He just bounced out. Everybody say what's up.
Come on, then.
Ruben, what's happening?
What's going on, everyone? How y'all doing?
We are great.
We chilling. And, right by his side, man, we got the beautiful. Let me put my fingers up again. She writes, she directs, she acts, she produces. Let's bring on Trish Redford.
Hey,
Hi.
Trish. How are
How
you?
you doing? I'm good. Thank you. Good to be here.
Good to have you guys.
Thank you. Thank you,
guy. This the guy who dodged fleas. All right.
Woo.
Ruben, why you right into fleas? I don't know. Okay, but you dodged fleas.
Cat life.
Is this Shamark or Shamarky?
It's Shamarky.
That's what I said. Shamarky Purcell. What's going on, bro?
Shamarky.
How you doing? How you guys doing?
All right. Let's go. Don't be low key on
great.
this show, man. Can't be low key on this show. What's up, Marcy?
Hey. Oh, you were excited about everybody that you say.
Everybody.
Oh, that's how you're gonna treat me.
What's going on? What's going on? Sis? What's going on, sis?
Hey, sis.
Hi, everyone. Shamarky.
How you doing?
Trish, Ruben.
Marky.
Hi.
Yes. Nice to meet you.
Why you say Shamarky? This is Marcel.
Because the man is fine. He's young, but he's fine.
I'll take it.
Don't fight. I'm gonna keep it real.
Hey, she lost it in our messenger. I'm like, who is she talking about?
Now you know.
Anyway, before we get started, all right, the movie is out. It's on Amazon Prime, I think it is, Ruben. It's on Tubi.
Yes.
What's the other one?
Voodoo.
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 Yes.
Yeah. It's been
I'm
out for a
telling
while.
you guys got, you know what? I'm not gonna say no more. Let's look at this trailer, all right?
Ooh.
Right
Yeah.
back here.
All right. Let's get it.
Let's look at the trailer.
Sorry to hear that, bro. You don't deserve that.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I do, man. You know, I always had a problem balancing that whole work life and relationship situation.
Look, this is what you need to do. Get on IG or OnlyFans and find one of these thoughts and handle them. Hey, what's up?
Well, hello, Henderson.
So why don't you tell me about that lifestyle app you had me on? Just say it, bro. Hey, you single now. Smash it.
Do you find me attractive?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't mind playing with me tonight, would you?
Oh man.
Well, now.
If you haven't seen the movie and you're looking at all of these clips, you probably ain't gonna understand a little bit. But if you saw the movie and you're looking at these clips, Ruben, fantastic job, guys. It's a funny movie. It's a relative movie. It really needs to be talked about. Ruben, what made you want to do something like this?
First of all, thank you, man. Thank you for having all of us. Really, for me, you know, I have a few friends of mine that kind of, you know, was in and out of that type of lifestyle. I was always kind of intrigued. So they'll tell me a little bits and pieces about that particular thing. Some people think in our community that it's taboo, and it's not.
Right.
So they gave me quite a few stories, and I was so inspired. I ended up writing this film.
Well, you wrote the film. You damn sure wrote the film, right?
Like Martin didn't mind getting on the bed a few times, you know.
But that, you know, and like you just said, this was a subject that's kind of taboo, you know, and people don't talk about it. And to be able to visualize it, to see it, you know, you can laugh at it, but in the back of some people's minds, Trish, you know, I didn't say Trish was doing it. I'm just saying.
It's like,
Huh? Wait a minute. Hold on. You put my name in your
Right.
mouth, bro?
And Ruben, tell them it's a segue, okay? In the back of people's minds, okay, they're saying, well, man, that could happen. You know, Trish, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, it can definitely happen when people get frustrated with the typical traditional relationship, and they're like, well, maybe people say that you're not necessarily supposed to be with just one person for the rest of your life. I think that's when people really think about this as an option, and that's what they're doing in this film. My character as well. She was coming out of a marriage, and so I think people really consider it. It ain't for everybody, but it's for some.
True.
Well, you know, I thought about it one time.
Quit lying, Negro. Quit lying.
Just one time.
Yeah, that's right.
Marky, why are you laughing, bro?
Hey, listen, I'm just taking it all in. You put me on the spot, man. You trying to get me in trouble. That's what you trying to do.
Enjoying himself. That's the reason why he's remembering.
Just enjoying myself. Yeah, it was honestly just a fun experience. Just living out the story that Ruben and the rest of the amazing cast helped to put together, having me be part of it. And, Ruben can talk to you about it. Just him and I sitting down, kind of me trying to understand the perspective, understanding, what the motivations were, how would I feel in these situations? Because this is new to me too. So, understanding why, my character would feel this way. What's his reasoning? What's the motivation? And all these things to try to flesh them out as best as I can. And, I'm glad that people loved it. I'm glad I did the best that I could. I put my own personal appeal and style into it. And, I'm just excited that it came out the way it was and that we all can, laugh, cry, cheer, and appreciate the film in its totality at the end of the day. Yeah.
Shamarki, you did put your personal appeal in it. Ruben, what inspired you to even start doing movies?
Oh well, you know, as a youngster, when I was in high school, I did a lot of plays. A friend of mine, I was in a play with. His name is Vontae Sweet. I went to high school with him.
He taught you how to freeze frame.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
He'll be back. Okay. And Trish, I might ask you the same question because you're a producer as well. What made you get into this film? This is a male-dominated film world as far as this entertainment thing goes. What made you get in and succeed like you're doing?
Mainly because Rube, that's my boy. I mean, we've worked together for so long. I have just respect for him. He's awesome. And when I first read the script for it, I was like, you know what, this kind of reminds me of How to Be a Player. I love Bill Bellamy.
Yes.
And that's what it kind of reminded me of. It put me in that space. So I was like, I'm down, you know. I'm down. So that's how it happened.
And it took you know, it's on the I guess the likeness of How to Be a Player, but he took it to a whole nother level, man. And I applaud that. Okay. And Shamarki, I wanted to ask you, man, how did you? It's kind of bad to ask Shamarki these questions, okay? But how did you prepare for your role?
Well, first off, I had a real nice conversation with my girl, and I was like, "Hey, babe, so
guess what? I'm gonna be.
I need you to. I think we should sit down and read the script together, so you are fully aware of what's happening, and you aren't caught off guard when we play this film, and you're just looking at me sideways, and I'm trying to look at the movie and not look you in the eyes. We're all surprised. But in all honesty, it was a lot of just conversations with Ruben, asking him experiences from his friends that he knew, and then me coming up with some of my own personal experiences of just how would I be back in that day if I was just out here doing X, Y, and Z, if I was living this type of lifestyle, if I just wanted to experiment. But then I also figured out that it wasn't necessarily just about the fact that he's out here trying to for lack of better terms, bone anything that moves. I also wanted to dig deeper because I was telling myself, this guy's hurt. Yeah. There's a reason why he's maneuvering the way he's maneuvering. He was hurt by his ex, and he's rebounding, and he's trying to fill that hole with something. And I felt like having that made him much more nuanced. He was much more interesting, because if it's just a guy having sex, I'm like, that's one-dimensional. I mean, but the fact that I'm like, why is he doing it? There's always a reason. And so, doing that research, that's something that I could have pulled from. Like, okay, I can relate to being hurt, to having my feelings hurt, and then maybe reacting, uncharacteristically. And for this character, he's even confiding in some of his friends as to, is this the right decision, or like so on and so forth. He's on the fence. He's on the edge. Like, I don't know. And a lot of his friends are the ones goading him on. So intrinsically, deep down, he's not even about that life. It's more so just something that he thinks he needs to do as just like a reflex because he's trying to get over, X, Y, and Z. And then so, coming up with that experience and then breaking that down, it gave me something to grab onto to then color and layer this character. And then, constantly staying in touch with Ruben and asking him with respect, how do you feel with this? Because one of my biggest things is I like to always, do the character respect with the vision that that the creator had in mind. So once we can find a nice middle ground, that's when I think the beauty really happens, because then it's going to involve both of us coming together to create something, as opposed to me just, hijacking it and running forward with my vision. I want to find a marriage where both of us have an idea and we meet in the middle to create something really spectacular. And I'm glad that me talking to Ruben, he was able to kind of like talk to me and see where it was going. And, at the end of the day, was happy with what he saw, with the research and just how dedicated I was with figuring it out. And it's fun. It was something different. I never did nothing like that before. So it was definitely a fun experience at the end of the day. And, the cast was great. The crew was great. And it's something that I'm excited about, because then it taught me about myself as an actor, and then also just, these types of experiences and stories that I find interesting regardless of, when and where they are. It's always an interesting conversation, a story to be told nonetheless,
Absolutely. So Ruben, you picked a great lead person in Shamarki. But what made you see that he was the right one for the part?
Well, me and Shamarki, we were talking online. I was looking at his IGs, and I just have a, you know, for lack of a better term, I do have like a gift of knowing, and when I see somebody, especially when he did the self tape audition, he was asking, you know, certain questions. I would give him what it was, and I know it was something different for him. But when I gave him what Anderson was all about, and when I saw it on the self tape audition, I said, "Yeah, that's my guy." And let me tell you, every response that I got from this movie has been so positive, and they love Shamarki. And I'm like, Shamarki, just take it all in, bro, because I know he's critical of his own self. But I'm like, bro, just take it in. People love you. And what he doesn't know that people are watching want to cast him in other projects. That's
Exactly.
how major he's doing in this movie. And so, you know, big up to him to really trusting me and asking me those questions, so he can really understand what, you know, what Anderson was, and what deep down what Anderson, what I was trying to convey to the masses of who Anderson really was. And ultimately, Anderson just wanted to be loved. He didn't want to be out there like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, Shamarki just nailed it for me, man. I really,
Yeah,
man,
he
he's
killed
really,
it.
really good. Yeah.
You killed that, brother, for real.
Thank you.
Marcelo, you had a question?
You kind of asked that, Shamarki. I commend you on your respect for your lady and your relationship. You're speaking with her because a lot of people wouldn't do that, and just speaking with her to kind of get her acclimated to what was going to happen. Ruben,
He didn't want to sleep in the car.
No, he didn't want, trust me, he got some static. It was like, yeah. It was some static. Trust me.
Okay, so for you, Ruben, tell the truth. You say your friends. A lot of people like to research parts and movies and things. Did you research to make sure that you knew what you were doing with your movie?
Wow.
Tell the truth.
Absolutely not. No, that's not my thing. You know what I mean? I like when I write certain things, I like to be outside the box, and this was something different for me. And yeah, just like I said, it's just from people that talk to me that, you know, trust me. You know, they would like let me in on some things, and I asked permission, like, yo, this is hot. Can I write about this? Do you mind? Of course, I changed names and what have you, but and they got a kick out of kind of seeing that too. So it's cool.
Man, again, the movie. If you haven't seen the movie, you gotta check it out.
It's pretty good, yeah.
You can't. You have no excuse. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make sure, and I'm gonna tell people that you better see it, because it's good. You ask yourself the question, as we said earlier, right? Would this be you? Would you be in this position? I know me, and they know me too, and I damn well would be in that position.
Like I said, he thought about it one time. Trust me, he done done it 5.
Look,
now, but I probably would not have gone through. Let me quit lying, okay, Trish?
Okay.
Yeah.
Trish, do you like well, I'm not gonna say that one either. Let me stop, because we don't do questions here. We all family. We talking, all right? But in your role.
Nope. Don't even get that one out. Nope. You're laughing before you get it. No.
Trish, I'm gonna come back to you, okay?
Okay.
So Ruben,
think about it.
This is one of many films that you've done.
Yes.
Can you tell us why you chose this one right now, this lane that you're in right now, from the other ones? Because each one is different that I've seen. Each one is different.
Well, it's just a different narrative. I wanted to do something different. I did one movie that was a psychological thriller, social disturbance. That was the first one I did. A lot of my stuff has been just relationship based, and just traditional relationship based films. And I just got to the point where, I want to do something different. I want to dip out a little bit outside the lines, and did this movie. And when people see it, like I said, people think it's taboo, but it's not. You know what I mean? It's prevalent in our communities, and certain people outside could be like, why you doing that? And why you people trying to swing and all that mess. But that's people's lives. That's what it is. So I wanted to show that, and I don't see nothing wrong with it,
Not at all. You stepped outside the box for real. Okay, a lot of people would be afraid to do something like that, and it's great to see, and that's why I like, and I was talking a few weeks ago with Bobby Peoples and his wife Renee.
Shout out to Bobby. Yeah.
Yes, sir. They stepped out of the box and did a couple of things too. Okay, and it's good to see young Black producers, directors, filmmakers, and actors and actresses step outside the box, and do something they wouldn't normally do, but they excel at it. That says a lot about who you are and your skill level. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you guys, all you guys. Trish, you've done movies before, correct?
Yeah.
What's different about this movie as opposed to the other movies that you've done?
Well, I started out mainly with Lacey, which is about 4 girls in an R&B singing group and all the trials and tribulations that they go through. And part 2 sequel, part 2 is coming out on the 21st of February.
Okay.
But yeah, it was different because that was about music and the industry and all that type of stuff. But this, on the other hand, is real life as well. I know a lot of people in that lifestyle. It's very common, very common. So I was with it. It's not my lifestyle per se, but I can definitely relate. I get it. So I was excited to work with Rube, and Shamarky's a great actor. So I was definitely excited after I met him on set and everything. I was definitely excited to work with him.
And a lot of actors that we've talked to on this show, they get to pick and choose some of the roles that are given to them. Some of them don't. And Shamarky, what made you go ahead and just say, "Hey, this is the role that I want. I really want to do this one"?
For me, it was a mixture of 2 things. One, because it was so out of my comfort zone. I'm a very reclusive, quiet person. So that yeah. And so just reading initially, I was like, whoa, that is wildly uncomfortable. And I made a promise to myself to say I want to do things that push me out of my comfort zone and that constantly force me to grow in some facet. That on top of the fact that having a conversation with Ruben and reaching out to him and having just very honest, candid talks, I really appreciate and respected him for allowing me the opportunity to even give it a try. And then, coaching me and walking me through it, and us just having like a real good bond in regards to like figuring out this character. So I'm real big on, at the end of the day, we can make a film, but I want to like the people I'm working with, right? I want to appreciate and have a sincere relationship. And just feeling out Rube, I was like, he's a good dude. I liked him a lot, and I liked what he was about. I liked the story, and I knew that with his drive, his dedication, his focus, his commitment, and just the fact that I was asking him a lot of questions and he wasn't getting short, he wasn't anything. He was just like, of course, let's sit down, let's have a conversation. That only inspired me more to really commit and dive into it, because then I'm like, then I can really get as nitpicky, as anal, for lack of better terminology, and really cut it apart, because I know this guy is going to give me all the freedom, the creative liberty to really play with this. And so it made the environment comfortable. It made the space fun. And it allowed me to, to try this new weird thing that I wasn't necessarily familiar with. And it gave a safe space to do so, because, there's nothing more weird than, you sitting shirtless next to a young lady you never met before. And you're like, hey, how you doing? And the character. And it was an amazing, situation. It was comfortable, professional, and it was fun. And so at the end of the day, because I trusted Ruben, I wanted to do something new, and I trusted myself to bring it to life.
And the common denominator here, and you both have said it, is that Ruben is easy to talk to. And I can tell you that when I reached out to Ruben, he didn't get back to me immediately. And I understand, because you guys are busy. But once we started talking, I agree with what you guys are saying. Such a nice guy, such a nice guy. Gina, you had a question.
Yeah, I'm interested in knowing how long it took to complete the film from beginning to end.
Well, we started shooting last May of last year. We shot pretty much every weekend in May, and then we did some pickup shots, a couple months after. So I think it was a total of maybe 10 days that we shot. Um, After that, we went right into post production. I edited as well, so I edited the film. So yeah, it probably took me maybe a good month to get the gist of what I was looking for, before I gave it to the distributor. So yeah, so a total of 10 days of shooting, and we got a lot of favors. A lot of the locations that were free, you know.
Wow.
Some
Wow. Yeah.
partners was like the restaurant, the scene that Trish was in. That's a soul food restaurant in the city of Carson out here in Cali. That was for free. He was like, go ahead. We was in there like 4 hours, didn't charge us anything. The office scene where Shamarky was in, that was for free. So my producing partners really did their due diligence to help us because we was limited on budget, but we wanted to do the best that we can do with the money that we had. So yeah, I'm really proud of it.
And again, Ruben, that says a lot about you, man. People are willing to say, well, hey, it's a big room, it's film production. Okay, yes, by all means, you can come in here and do this, all right?
Yeah.
Why? Because of you, I mean, just keep it 100.
Real quick, Greg, I think we should chill out. We gassing Ruben up too much. He's getting big headed. I can see it. I can see it. That smile's getting bigger and bigger. I keep.
They had to pop off.
We celebrate on this show, man. It's we want to give everybody, who comes on the show their flowers, all right, because you can't take them with you, all right. So we definitely want to celebrate you guys, even though we're having this conversation, but this is also a celebration of not only the film, but you guys as individuals, because you guys are doing stuff that a lot of people can't do. There's a lot of actors and actresses out there, but there's a lot that want to be actors and actresses out there that are afraid they can't do it, and I applaud you guys again.
Yeah.
So what's the process from start to finish, Ruben? What's the process of making a film?
Well, it's tedious, bro. It really, it starts from a thought, and then you script it out. And then when you script it out and you're comfortable, then you go through the audition process. And with the audition process, you have a table read, and then you go into pretty much the production. And so once you get done with the production, then it's post. Post production is everything. You know what I mean? You got to make sure all the technical stuff, is correct with the audio. Sound is everything. The look of it, color grading, all those things are prominent. You got to make sure. And since I'm the editor, sometimes my eyes can get tired. Sometimes I can miss some things, and I'm real hypercritical of myself as well. So I could see something, and it could be a scene. I'll be like, oh, shit, I missed that. But nobody else
on
will
the
know,
show, man. You
but I
cursed
know.
on the show.
Oh man,
you cursed on my show. Damn.
My bad.
Can't be doing that shit.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. So it's a process, man. It's a lot of long, tedious hours at the editing bay. I'm like, right here, this is why I get down that right here. And but I don't, I love what I do. So it's not a job for me. But it is tedious. And when it's out, I normally don't watch the movies anymore because I've seen it over and over on the editing bay, right?
Wow.
So, but this is the first time in a long time, the last 2 years, that I've watched this movie several times and watched it with people. So this is cool. And having a good cast like Shamarky, George, and I, Trish, and so many other people that and the crew. The crew was on point. My producers, wardrobe, hair, makeup, everybody was in agreement, and it was cohesive, and that's what made everything run smooth. So I applaud everybody that was a part of it. It wasn't just me.
man, I want to run some kind of a contest for people to watch this, man. I do, I really do.
Do a viewing party.
I'm thinking. I should do a viewing. I should do a viewing party on here.
Yeah, do that.
I should do that. Trish, let me ask you this: being a beautiful woman like you are you afraid of sometimes when you're taking these roles being typecast just as the beautiful woman?
No, because I think that with the films that, like, we just finished shooting a film called Pull Up, and that's a different spin. You know, my characters in Lacey and my character in Open Love are they're all different. I think each film that I do, I evolve with each film. So I think I still kind of bring a little bit of sex appeal to it, though.
Right.
I can't help it. And
go ahead, girl.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, because I think with each character that you play, you do bring a little bit of yourself.
Right.
You know, no matter what you do. So yeah, no, I don't think that I'm gonna get caught up in the typecast because of what I'm doing. You know, just recently what I just finished and so forth. So yeah, I love it.
That's what's up. Hey, Rube, would you as for what you're doing right now? You're an independent filmmaker. Would you want to take that step and go farther into the mainstream, or do you like what you're doing as far as where you're at right now?
Great question. Yeah, I want to take it to the next level. I've been an independent filmmaker for the last 16, 17 years.
Oh.
So I started off doing short films. I did like 10 short films in like 7 years. I was going hard. Then I got to the point where I said, none of that. 2016, I did that, start doing features, but I was doing it independently. And now at this point, I'm ready to go beyond because, like I said, I've done a lot of relationships type movies. I got a couple, criminal, some stuff up my sleeve right now.
See him.
Yeah, so I got some new stuff coming, and coming in the new year, man. So I'm looking forward. So I'm definitely taking it to the next level.
I think you can do it, bro, because with the level of talent that you got, the people that you got behind you, man, it's a win-win situation all the way around.
Yes.
And if they can't see that, man, something's wrong with them. You know, the hell with them, because I think you're doing fine what you're doing right now. So it is what it is. Marcella, you got a question?
Yeah, and that says a lot about Ruben as well. You know, just to hear what they're saying and that all of the different entities are cohesive. That just tells us a little bit more about you. Okay, Trish. Sharmuki.
You don't have to yell at her. Damn.
You know what?
She's stimulated. Leave her alone.
So, my question for you guys: what other type of role that you guys have not played yet, would you like to play? If it was carte blanche and someone came up, Ruben, and he was given unlimited budget, and he's like, okay, let's powwow, the three of us. What type of movie and what type of roles would you guys like? And Ruben, what movie? What would you do with that unlimited budget?
Ooh, great! You just dropped the heat right here. I would like to do some thrillers. You know what I mean? Something to that degree. Something out of my comfort zone. So I would definitely do some thriller type things. I'm not really into horror or anything like that, but just some thrillers, some
sci-fi
stuff of that nature. Not so much sci-fi, no. I'll try to keep it probably like, what you see on, First 48 on steroids, but some type hits.
Okay.
You don't get no realer than that right there.
Yeah, I want to do something. I got a couple concepts up my sleeve, so that's the next thing for me as far as the writing. So yeah, unlimited budget, I will go into that, and then I will always want my characters to be upstanding people. I think we're at a point in time where the pimping and hoeing is no more, the slave crap no more. Let's uplift our people. Let's make them be flawed, but be corporate people. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why look at Shamarky's character Anderson. He runs his own company, cryptocurrency company. So that was important to me. So I will continue to do that.
Hey man, Shamarky looking around there like the police. You got warrants too?
Okay.
You know what? To be real honest with you, where I grew up with, I always kind of like am very cognizant of my surroundings. So okay, I thought I was a bit more low key about it. But
No, you was on a swivel, bro. You was on a swivel.
You got all of us looking like, wait a minute, wait,
That's
what?
that
What?
GI look. That's a GI look.
Right.
I'm over here praying for him silently, man. But please don't let him take the side, please. You know, I'm over here praying for you, bro. But it's all good.
Okay, the two of you.
From where we're from, the majority of us are from Gary, Indiana. Okay.
So yeah, we know that. We know that. Yeah.
Copy. Well, I would be more than happy to let ladies speak first. So Trish, by all means, you can have the platform first.
I like the thriller. I love scary movies, so I would probably go in that direction. Yeah, and with a little bit of spiritual tip. So yeah, I like thrillers. So. And Pull Up is the next film I just did that we finished. That one is kind of suspense thriller. So yeah, I like that direction. Because I like to create everything. I'm not an actress that has gone out on auditions and things like that. I like to create my opportunities. So that's what we do.
What's up, sister? Go ahead, Shamarky.
Yeah. I would say flawed characters. I think flawed characters are interesting. Because I feel like people are so complex, people are so nuanced. Everyone has a skeleton in their closet, and if someone doesn't, I'd be like, you're probably crazy. And I feel that is so much funner to show. I like to express myself bare. A lot of the roles that I apply for, I like to show myself as raw and as rugged as possible. Whether it's playing a psycho, or playing a father who's on the brink of maybe losing it because he's struggling with his family and his self and his kids, whatever the case may be. I like to try roles that force the humanity out of us and that really make you leave and think like, wow, like I can relate to that person in some aspect. I like fantastical things, that's fine, but I feel the more grounded the role, the more relatable, and the more you'll remember it, because then it's directly influencing you as opposed to like a fairy tale. Like I like superheroes, I want to be in Marvel, but I feel like the movies that really stick to me are the ones where I see myself, or I see the growth, or I can relate to it in some aspect. So roles that really make me, pull out the scary parts in me, the weird parts in me, the parts that I might not necessarily feel comfortable talking about, because I feel like that's the platform where I should be able to express it and really let it be bare and raw. That flaw is what people will want to see, because we walk around this world trying to hide our flaws and our insecurities and try to show ourselves as, everything is under control, when in reality, majority of us don't know how we're going to get it figured out. We just go through life hoping it works out. And I think that beauty, that fragileness, is what makes characters for me so interesting. And those are the roles I usually apply for. The ones where you see the flaw, you see them trying, but there's a fracture there. And then at some point, you're going to see that fracture happen. And then you can really relate and say, I've been there. Yeah, it's not all pretty, because we all have that part in us that we try to keep under control until it's not anymore.
Yeah, that's a great point. Jeannie, you had a question?
Here we go.
That's a closed captioning question. Hold on.
He's funny. He's real funny. Trish, this question is for you. Are there any roles that you've turned down?
For me, that question is for me.
Yes.
Yeah, think about it. She ain't turned none down.
No, I wouldn't say that I've turned down any roles, but maybe I may have been offered a role and then it just never, came into fruition. So it never happened. But no. No.
Hey, let me ask you, Ruben. Is there a and this will go for the for Shamarky and Trish as well. for Ruben, is there a movie that you would like to remake? Do it better than what the old one was. And Shamar, Trish, is there a movie that you guys would like to be in that was an older movie that's been remade? Ruben, start.
Oh man.
There's so many, right? That need to be remade.
A remake. I think one of my favorites, honestly, is a F. Gary Gray movie.
My cousin.
Really?
No.
And now I'm saying it, I can't think of the name to save my life. It's Vin Diesel, Lorenz Tate is in it. And I can't think of the name to save my life, but I would love to remake that film.
What were they doing in it?
Oh, they were cops, and Vin Diesel's wife gets murdered, and so he's kind of going after it was Mexican cartel type thing. And I can't think of the name. A Man Apart.
Oh yeah.
You want to do that one over, huh?
Oh yeah. We'll put my spin on it. Yes. Yeah, because it'll be a little different. It'll be a little bit more hood, a little bit more. Some of them was like, I don't believe you, but yeah, it'll be real once I put my hands on it. Yeah, I'm born and raised in LA. I'm a LA dude, so it'll be real.
Yeah, that gets me, man, because a lot of these, I'll say white directors, producers, they want to try to make a movie about the hood, and it's so watered down. You know what I mean? It's so watered down.
They don't know about it.
If you ain't been in the hood, like Church said, don't come to the hood.
Right.
You don't know it. You don't know our culture, so why try to make a movie about our culture? You know what I mean? That gets me. Okay, Trish, what about you? What movie would you want to be in?
And redo?
Yes.
Remake? Probably The Exorcist.
What?
Oh, I didn't see that one coming.
I didn't either.
Yeah, maybe
What
The Exorcist,
the hell?
that affected me for like years. So that was a real
wait a
big
minute.
impact.
Which part would you play?
I was gonna say,
Linda Blair.
okay, so you're gonna be the one with the green shit coming out your mouth.
And the whole head turned around. That scared the bejesus out of me.
She's gonna do it really cutely, though. She's gonna do it really cute. She's gonna be.
There's nothing cute about barking, no.
Or being possessed.
And if it wasn't a movie like that, like Exorcist, it would be something like a musical, something like The Wiz or something like that. Because I'm into that.
Wait, hold up.
Two different.
Wait a minute. The Wiz Exorcist.
Right.
Wait.
I got a question after Shamarki, but yeah, that's interesting. But you know what? I'm kind of okay. After Shamarki, I got a question for you, Trish.
Okay.
Because I can kind of see, something I'm thinking about, maybe, possibly. Okay, I see that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So you're gonna have the pastor in there singing a song while he throwing across, he's going holy water in the power of power.
Right.
Yeah, I got a question.
Oh my God.
Go ahead, Shamarki. Now you gonna freeze, really?
Oh.
He must have really had one.
There we go. I was going to say, I'm going to have to make this my last question, unfortunately, everyone, because I'm going to get to an audition. But I would say for me, it would be A Few Good Men. I was always a big fan of just like the sheer level of talent that they had in that movie. Cuba Gooding Jr., Jack Nicholson, Tom Cruise. I thought it was just an absolute phenomenal film. Absolutely. And just the character arcs that occurred in it. Yep. And just how every single person brought such an interesting version to it. And yeah, to this day I watch it, and the irony of it is one of my acting coaches, he actually starred in the film. His name was Wolf Bodison, and he was actually the African American sergeant who was on trial, who was being persecuted by I believe Jack Nicholson, and he was being defended by Tom Cruise. But it was just it's a phenomenal film because
It
the
is.
level of skill and talent that each one of them all brought to the table and juxtaposed against each other and just juggling and working alongside each other, feeding off of each other. And I felt like that would be such a amazing environment to play and to work and stretch your acting muscles, you know, to work amongst somebody who could equally probably bring so much more to the table, which in turn forces you to step up your level.
Absolutely.
Because then you don't want to be looked at as the one who's the weaker of the two in that circumstance. So I feel like it's one of those irony sharpening iron circumstances. And I can only imagine if maybe they did a revamp and it was something like Coogler or Ryan Coogler was shooting it or something like that, and they had a plethora of new amazing talent. I'd be drooling at the mouth for a chance. I'd be like, look, let me know what I got to do to get in there. If I got to be in the background just pushing the cart, let me know what I got to do. But that would be something I'd be excited to be a part of. And with that, I want to say thank you for having me.
We appreciate you,
so
man.
very much.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Man. Nothing but good for you, man.
Thank you. It was a pleasure, and you all take care.
You too. Thank you.
All right.
My brother's gonna do well.
All right,
he's gonna do.
He can breathe now.
What's that?
He's a young man. Look, probably about son's age. Okay, I just said he's nice looking.
Breathe.
All right, stop with all of that, man.
Anywho, should we take a break for 1 minute thought to redirect, refocus?
That's up to you.
Yeah, let's take a break. Let's redirect,
do it.
regroup, refocus with life coach Jeff Relaford.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you again with another 1 minute thought. So, guess what? For today's 1 minute thought, we are still talking about ways to deal with stress, people. Yes, we just gonna continue it on because I know this is a very big issue that's going on with a lot of people. So, we just gonna keep the ball rolling on it. So, the next way on how to deal with stress is actually setting attainable goals for yourself. Now, I want to elaborate on that just a little bit. What it means to set attainable goals is do not reach far out. Do not reach farther out than your own capabilities. Because if you reach farther out than your own capabilities, you will be struggling to play catch up. So what you want to do is you want to create objectives, many objectives, in order to get to the little goal. I mean, the bigger goal, people, the bigger goal. So think about it this way. It's like when you have pieces to a puzzle and you're putting it together, right? You'll never see the big picture when it starts off. You might not be able to handle the completeness of the puzzle because now you have to take a look at the whole picture for what it is. You say, oh, okay, this is here, this is there. Oh, okay. But when that puzzle is broken down, now you're assembling. You're taking the time to actually marvel in the uniqueness of the puzzle. You're seeing it take shape and form. You're like, oh, okay, I see how this is coming together. I see how this is coming together. You want to take many steps so you can build. So there it is, y'all. Life Coach Jeff with a 1 minute thought. So remember, set goals that have objectives in it so that way you can get to it a lot better.
J Real.
Oh, it is. So, Life Coach Jeff Relaford. The podcast is on Mondays and changing the narrative as well. So, Ruben, when you're editing, I think I read somewhere that you use Final Cut.
Yes, yeah, Final Cut Pro. Yes.
Is that do you find that easier to work with?
Absolutely. I've been using Final Cut since 2006. I find the other editing, like what is it, Premiere? It's too complicated for me personally. Yeah, it's just a little too complicated. So Final Cut is, a little bit user friendly.
Yeah, you're giving me hope because I'm getting ready to start doing some stuff too, and I have Final Cut Pro. I had Adobe Premiere, and I just said the hell with Adobe Premiere because I'm not.
Yeah, it's too complicated, personally. But You'll be all right, man. And you know, you always got, you know, YouTube to help you out in certain things you get, you know, you get stuck on or what have you.
I'm gonna call you.
Get tutorials. Yeah, you can call me. I help you out.
Call
I'm
you.
gonna call you.
Matter of fact, I got a couple of scripts I wrote, man. I'm gonna send them to you,
Okay.
and you can check them out. You know, correct me. You can correct me. You can tell me I'm wrong. I'm good with that. Most definitely.
Okay, not a problem.
But man, I really did like this movie. I want to basically. I think we should, guys. We should do it. We should do a viewing.
Yeah, fine. Yeah.
We should do one.
I think we would, like on a Saturday or something in the afternoon.
Yeah, we should do. I mean, you don't mind, do you, Rube?
Not at all. Not at all. I appreciate it.
No, I think because people need to see this movie. And if there was a synopsis, if there was something that you could really push home, to drive home, Trish, to tell these people to watch this movie, what would you tell them?
I would tell them, like, if you've ever thought about maybe dabbing in that whole community of people, this would be a good film to watch for that. You know, you get an idea of what it's like, and if that's for you. And yeah, you know, it seems like a lot of men, not all men, but a lot of men like the whole idea of having different females. So, you know, that might be something great for them to watch and see if they can handle it.
Right.
Because some of those females, I don't know, they can handle it.
So all you
just grabbed them by the throat.
And
like,
sometimes you might get your feelings hurt like you did with my character.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Right.
check you a little bit.
You did a good job, hey, Trish. You were phenomenal in the movie.
Go ahead, kick
Really
some
well.
rocks.
Thanks.
Well, I gotta ask you, man. Why? What's the fleas about, dude? I mean, why?
Well,
that does happen.
It's funny though, you know, because originally when I wrote it, I had roaches. It was supposed to have been crawling on the wall.
Uh-oh.
Ew.
And, you know, I couldn't find like little fake roaches you can put, you know, and all that. I said, on the night we shot that, I said, let's change it. Let's go with fleas. And I had Brianna, who played Black Diamond, say something about she put her dog in the back, you know, so get the sense that she had the dog. So when the fleas popped off, so that was all like spur of the moment thing. I was like, damn, I ain't got no roaches, so we don't have to change.
Man.
Rube, I think that might have a little bit to do more with your history of loving cats like I do. And cats more than likely have fleas more than dogs.
That's true. Yeah.
Wow.
He didn't even say bed bugs. He said fleas.
Fleas.
He was just one of these.
Oh God, that would be worse.
Go ahead, Marcy.
Trish, did I see that outside of acting that you're a medical examiner?
Yes.
Get out of here.
That's why I said I can kind of see exercise because I said, wait a minute. I think I saw that. Okay, that explains it. So you like
I'm a medical examiner. I've been a hairstylist for over 20 years, and I'm now getting ready to take my test for real estate. So yeah,
none of those.
I got 100,000 questions, but I can't answer them.
Jill of all trades.
Ruben, stick to this movie thing, man, because you're doing it. Seriously.
Yep.
If there was somebody that you could work with, Ruben, an actor or a producer, another producer, whatever, who would it be?
Who would it be?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, I always say, you know, I came up when I was 14 years old. I watched She's Gotta Have It.
Ah,
That's what I just wrote down. I
wrote
that down. I wrote that down right here.
Yeah.
What do you want to do, Rube? I didn't hear that.
It was somebody that I would want to work with. I believe that was the question.
Yeah.
It's Spike. It's Spike Lee because She's Gotta Have It, 1986. And the black and white, and I was like,
sepia tone, black and white, and then color.
That was such a dope movie, man.
I think it would be a great collaboration, Ruben with Spike Lee. I can really see that.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. I've done one of my short films back in the day. I did a homage to him, and it was in black and white. It was pretty dope. It's called Cuddle Buddy. So it was an ode to Mr. Lee, because if it wasn't for him, and if I didn't watch that movie, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now.
Wow.
Only thing that I was confused about
Inspiration.
with Spike Lee was that, you know, he put somebody on a cart and he pushed them all the way through that. Well, that one scene that he had in almost all of his movies, where I guess they were on the cart and they were moving or something like that.
It's like he's walking, but that was his signature shot.
Yeah.
Tracking, and that was in every movie. That was his signature thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your signature, Ruben?
I do a lot of dope drone shots. If you see the drone shot at the beach,
yes,
aerials, stuff of that nature. I think that one with Shamarki's character and Joy on the beach, after she asked him, you know, tell me about your family and how it kind of, you know, zoomed out on the drone. Those are the type of things that I like, and certain little other angles as well. But I love aerial shots. I like bringing that to life, you know, bringing it to the screen. So that's
your wheelhouse.
Yeah.
You already know me, man. I told someone, I was talking to somebody today because I'm doing something in Atlanta, and I got the DJI Mavic Pro.
Yeah, I got that too.
Yes, sir. See, I look, y'all, I'm making the right choices. Okay. We don't have enough time to talk, Ruben, because now I want to get into the aesthetics of everything. Okay, but hey, man, we're not done. We are nowhere near done. I want you guys to both, as well as Shamarki, come back, and when you got another film, Ruben, come here. We got you, man. Always. And Trish, whatever you're doing, you know, I know it's going to be beautiful. I saw the dude in the background. Don't worry about it. I ain't flirting. But, I'm just saying. It ain't nothing. Hey, bruh. Better claim your girl, bruh. Anyway.
Oh, Lord. No.
Anyway. Hey, Ruben, it's a fantastic movie. I want everybody out there to really go see this movie. And you don't have to go to the theaters. It's right in your living rooms. You know, just go. If you got to pay for it, but still, you don't have to pay for it on Tubi. Amazon Prime, renew your subscription. What's wrong with you guys? Okay. And Vudu, just do it, please. Also, go on there and watch Social Disturbance. Is Ruben Johnson's Love Recession still on there?
Yeah.
Did you guys see that, Love Recession?
Not yet, but I'm going to see it.
Watch that.
Look at that one.
Yeah.
And
I'm
a
in
Lover
that one too. That one's good.
A Lover's Secret. Hey, look, Ruben, it's again, it's binge time, y'all. The weekend, it's binge time.
Keep putting out that entertainment.
Big Room Films. You got to do it, all right? And Trish, look, I ain't forgot about you, okay? Because Trish has been in, like she said, the Lacey, all right? She had a TV miniseries called Karen, right?
Corinne, yeah.
Okay, I said it wrong. My bad. All right.
So it's Lacey 1 and then Lacey 2.
What is that Lacey? What is Lacey?
My character's name is Corinne in Lacey.
Ah, okay.
But it's actually called Lacey and then Lacey Rise to the Top 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Out here doing it, man. So proud of you.
Yeah.
Lady out here doing your thing, making it happen. Shamarki, he's been in a few as well. Okay. He's doing.
He's headed for one now.
Pick a side. Trimmer. Double Crosses, and of course everything that got you guys together.
Trimmer.
Open Love. Y'all gotta go check this out. Most definitely.
Yes.
So, Ruben, you got a last word, man.
Man, just hey, everybody, check out the movie. Like I said, you can see it for free on Tubi. If you want to pay a little something, you can rent it for $2.99 on Amazon Prime, or you got it on Vudu. Right now, it's one of the highly recommended movies on Tubi.
It is.
Right? So that's dope. So everybody's watching it. Just give it a chance. If you're interested in some alternative lifestyle type thing, and if you're with somebody who's kind of like curious, watch the movie.
Watch this movie, man. You got, matter of fact, hey, we're gonna set it up. I'm telling you, we're gonna have to set this up. Gina, Mo, myself. Can we do this viewing party?
Yes. Yeah. Talk to Jocelyn.
Heck yeah.
Let's do a viewing party. We'll pick a spot. We'll do a viewing party. You said Johnson. I mean, I got to go back to Gary.
Yeah. You hear all the time, so hey.
I'm 500 miles away, yo.
You have to.
We're gonna set up a viewing party. We're gonna have security. Plenty of them. Man, Ruben, but we got to talk, man. Like I said, I got a drone. What do you think about the Canon M50?
Cool, and it's pretty good. But you know, with Canons, it's all about the lenses, bro. It's all about the glass. So you got good glass, you're all right. Just make sure. Yeah, you good to go. Make sure you are always in focus. You good to go.
Yeah, I bought 2 Canon M50s because, and I'll tell the story. My guys know it, all right. I was on a plane. I had the bigger cameras at first. I was on a plane, getting ready to go somewhere, and I looked out I love window seats. Look out the window, and I saw my bag being thrown.
You're beating on the glass.
And I'm like, that's the last time. I'm giving me some smaller cameras, pack them all together, and I'm carrying it on with me, man. Forget that. Ruben, Trish, I appreciate you guys, man. Most definitely. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for having us. You guys are all in Chicago?
No.
Oh.
I'm in Indiana.
Indiana, Michigan. We're everywhere. We're all over the place. We all home right here. We all home right here. This is Dope Living TV Live. That's Ruben.
Thank you, guys.
Redford. I was going to say Rutherford. That's Trish Redford. I got you, Trish. Don't worry about it, all right? And please, guys, please.
Thank you for having us.
Anything else, man? Bring it our way, man. We're gonna knock it out.
Oh yeah.
Knock it out.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna put the link on Facebook, so you guys watch this show again, and put a link on LinkedIn. I'm going over a little bit. I know. You guys watching, it's on YouTube too, so you guys check it out, and definitely stay tuned because we are going to do a viewing party for this.
Oh yeah,
TV Live. We will see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.